Well, a very good morning, afternoon, evening, or night to Mr. Jackie Yong. I'm Sharon Tan and my teammate is Abdulieva, Notira, Sophia Leong, Amina Alieva, and Tammy Wei. We are from Com 2. Our issue today is about misinformation and fake news, fraud and scam, personal and professional consequences in deepfakes. We will be giving our own opinion in the end of each speaker. Now, Nodira will start with her first issue, which is misinformation and fake news. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nelly and I'm going to talk about the first issue, misinformation and fake news. The most significant issue in the current digital era are misinformation and fake news. Everyone knows that fake news or deepfake is used to describe audio, pictures or videos that has been altered or faked using machine learning and artificial intelligence. Deepfake technology is advancing, making it harder to distinguish between genuine content and content that has been altered. By producing extraordinarily realistic and convincing content that may fool even educated viewers, fakes aid in the dissemination of false information. They can be used to manufacture events, change public perceptions of public people, or alter political narratives, which undermines public confidence in media sources. Addressing misinformation and fake news caused by deepfakes requires a multifaceted approach. It includes developing robust detecting technologies capable of detecting fakes, investing in media literacy and critical thinking training to empower people to distinguish truth from lies, and facilitating cooperation among technology companies, policymakers, and researchers to develop strategies to combat the spread of fake-generated misinformation. In addition, ensuring transparency and ethics in creating and using deepfake technology can help reduce the risks associated with its misuse. Thank you.
Thank you, Nodira. Hi, I'm Cheryl, and now I will be going to continue these presentations for my part, which is fraud and scam. Impersonations is the most important part in fraud and scam. What is impersonations? Impersonation is one of the critical ways deepfake enables fraud and scam. Imagine if you're a boss. You get a call from the employee that you trusted the most. He asked to transfer 5,000 ringgit because of his family issues. The sounds came from the phone is 100% same as him. What will you do? Transfer it to him? Or wait till he came the next day and give him cash? This is a real story that happened to my uncle. Fortunately, he takes his cash and waited for the employee to meet him the next day. But the employees did not meet him. He was curious and asked the employee. Lastly, the employee denied that he called the boss that night. Creator used people's faces or voice using AI technology, which is artificial intelligence, and interpret it to another character. People often believe and got scammed. Why? It is because it can be as perfect as the normal faces or voice. Deepfake can also be used as a kind of blackmail. Creators know well that his victim will scared that the fake content get published to the public, so they often use the video as a threat to the victim. Once the content got shared publicly, the victim might have lost their job, got mental breakdown, even worse is losing the person they love. Lastly, in my perspective, the rising of technology is no wrong nor right. It is us as a human that misuse it. For example, phone was created so that we can call or message people in an easier way. But nowadays, people can't even live without phone, sleeping with a phone besides them and waking up with a phone besides them. Today's generations need to be more careful in sharing information online or posting pictures. My speech ends here, and now I will pass the presentations to Sophia. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sophia Liao, and I will start my part, which is the issue 3, personal and professional consequence. And before start the topic, I will show Mr. Jackie the website that I found in Google, which is Mr. Deepfake. and it has a lot of celebrity face being defect to a sexual video. And now let us start our personal consequence. For the personal consequence, it has three parts: reputation damage, emotional distress, and invasion of privacy. For the reputation damage, people can use defect to create highly convincing fake video or image, and it may cause someone's reputation, relationship, and personal life to be damaged. People will think it is true and start attacking or leaving the victim. For the second one, emotional distress, the victim might face serious emotional and psychological repercussion. They might be embraced, stressed, or sad. In psychological effect, they might be facing rumors about their private life being too messy, self-esteem has been immaculate, and their relationship with family, friends, partner being worse. And the third one is invasion of privacy. Defect can violate an individual privacy by superimposing an individual's face or voice into explicit or compromising content, resulting in a violation of personal boundary and potential harassment. And moving on to the professional consequence, and it has two parts, which is the career damage and trust and credibility. Defect for the career damage, defect creator might lead someone to lose their job or their personal relationship be damaged due to false evidence or misconduct or unethical behavior. And for the trust and credibility, defect can cause internet users to disbelieve or confuse those who are new to the internet to distinguish between the fake and true. Moving on is the society consequence, which is the add-on points, and this had the one part is misinformation and propaganda. For the defect, defect has the potential to spread misinformation on the internet within a few days or even a few hours. They can be used to spread false information, generate fake news, or sway political discourse. To mitigate the negative impact of defect, efforts are being made to develop technologies for defect detection, promote media literacy, establish legal frameworks, and enhance public awareness about the existence and potential risks associated with this technology. And this is my part. Thank you.
And right now, I will continue with deontology theory perspective. All of us know that deontology is an ethical rule that distinguishes what is right and what is wrong. This theory was founded by Immanuel Kant, and he believed that all the ethical actions are followed by the universal moral laws, such as never lie, never cheat, and never steal. It's actually easy to apply this because deontology theory is generally requires to follow the rules and do our duties. And therefore, according to deontology theory, deepfake is an ethical action because firstly, it misleads the audience because it lies to them. Secondly, deepfake convince people to believe what they see because when deepfake shows the information, this information actually is wrong. Therefore, according to deontology, deepfake is lying and it goes against these universal moral laws. And in my opinion, I fully agree with deontology theory perspective because during our assignment, we found a lot of sources and we made a lot of resources which prove that deontology actually, unfortunately, impact more negatively than positively. And therefore, I strongly agree with deontology theory. Thank you.
And now I will talk about virtue ethics. Things about deepfakes are wrong in virtue ethics. So the question is, what is morality and how does morality define these incidents as a wrong thing? First of all, let's talk about virtue ethics, which involves morality and how does define morality. Virtue refers to judging people's basic community behavior with a morality. Morality can be just by a single action of a person but can only be judged by a whole behavior. So it's the easiest way to use some adjective to understand what its morality is, such as briefly, honesty, kindness, politeness, loyalty, and more. So it can clearly indicate whether the behavior is wrong or correct. Returning to this deepfake incidents, why is their behavior wrong in the moral theory for this person who use AI face changing technology? From another position of thinking, they use AI to change faces to meet others' own or others' people's needs. In the other words, they are benefiting others. So, what is wrong with his approach in the moral theory? Stealing is an act of taking something from the original owner without the original owner consents. Stealing others' people portraits clearly triggers others' people portraits rights. So, which is wrong and is equivalent to deceiving others. So, in my opinion, in the point of view, in the virtual ethics, in the case of even this action of morality wrong, taking others' people portraits without any permission in an act of stealing is virtually wrong and deliberately deepfakes other and post it widely on the internet. Responsibility is also mentioned in the virtual ethics. After making a relative action, you must be responsible to follow up things. Deepfakes is clearly an irresponsible behavior. So I will end my part here, and this is the end of our presentation. Thank you, Mr. Jackie, for having your time.